Yo, what's up? It's one VT. I'll check to Hasan is quitting streaming, which is honestly I'm pretty happy because, like, bro, who the fuck would want to watch Hasan, bro? That guy's unironically PDF and a terrorist. So
Hasan talks about quitting streaming. I need
I'm
to
fucking
watch
happy,
this with
bro.
all my beautiful people on Rumble and YouTube. So
yeah, I'm happy to hear this, bro.
Sitting on Hasan, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's hear him with his daily, usually tri-daily crash outs. Let's talk about it.
If we fundraise $100,000 as a community, do we get to choose what kind of new animal we invent?
Is he talking about what his next sex partner's going to be? Has he graduated from minors and brothels and now he wants to animals? Did you guys know that Hasan Piker went to a brothel with a child at it?
What?
It's just minors and brothels and now he wants to. Is he talking about what his next sex partner's going to be? Has he graduated from minors and brothels and now he wants to animals? Did you guys know that Hasan Piker went to a brothel with a child at it?
What the fuck?
That's just what's interesting to me. You know,
he went to a brothel with a 15-year-old child, bro. Did he get laid or like did he play or like the fuck did he do, bro?
Usually a grown man who's, 35 would say, oh, there's a child being sex trafficked here. I should probably leave. But Hasan said, you know what? Let's roll the dice. Let's see what's going to happen. What? You can look at it. That's a real thing. I've mentioned this for years, by the way. It's very
really?
No, I'm not saying it. But there's a non-zero chance that it happened. And I feel like any other person who were to see a child at a brothel would say, yeah, I should leave. Not Hasan Piker. Because he says, and I quote, age on the clock, good enough for the cock. He also says,
wow.
What was the other one? Oh,
wait, that's kind of weird.
And I would wait to see further proof. However, we're probably not going to find out the truth of that. And that's, unfortunate.
Is that possible? Is that in the cards?
That is really weird.
Will you stop pausing and try to watch this? Add a couple zeros and we'll talk.
So let me get this right. So Maya Higa is in a direct collaboration and a 16-month current subscriber to Hasan Piker. In my opinion, that really says a lot about a human being who not only openly supports Hasan Piker, is a VIP in his channel, as well as a 16-month subscriber to Hasan. That is insane. You know what? I digress.
That's crazy. New York has changed you. New York has changed you. I'm dropping my day ones, and that includes you. Okay, yeah. I see how it is. One head talk, all of a sudden, I'm chopped liver. To this day, I think I'm the record holder on largest donations in one single visit. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably washed now. Okay.
Can I tell you why donations from multimillionaires don't matter?
Why?
It's due to the fact that Hasan Piker donating $100,000 is like a normal average Joe dropping $10. So do I think donating large amounts of money to charity makes you a good person? No. To be honest, I believe it usually...
I mean, if you donate to charity, it depends what type of charity it is, but I mean, yeah.
Indicates the exact opposite.
They'd probably just do it for like tax layoff or some bullshit.
I don't know a single person who's actually donating to charity because they want to donate to charity.
Yeah.
They donate to charity because they want to look good and do it publicly, especially when you have the options to do it privately. But when you donate money
for PR
to charity, people believe it gives you an out to be bad at a later date. And when someone donates a large amount of charity and then constantly brings it up on how much they donate to charity, I'm sorry, bro, you're doing that for optics. And
that is like saying when you're a toxic person, you're saying on Twitter, hey guys, I'm attending therapy right now. I'm getting fixed. I'm attending therapy. My health is getting better. Like most of the times when they are the narcissist, they're not gonna go and attend therapy. They're like unironically, they're just saying this to like get PR or doing a charity for getting PR, bro. Like,
as well as it's a write-off, and it's good for your business expenses if you do donate to charity as a multimillionaire. So, do I think it makes you a good person? No, absolutely not.
Yep.
This is a little bit of personal information, but this was when I was like genuinely considering quitting streaming.
God, could you
quitting streaming? Yo, I fucking hope he did quit it, bro.
Can you imagine that? Oh, that would be beautiful.
Yeah, that would be fucking beautiful, bro. Gorgeous. More than that.
And this was, I think, the first fun, non-Gaza related stream that we did post October 7th.
October 7th, never forget. Also, I would like to remind you, and bring me attention to the very scary fact, guys, if Hasan would have retired this day, do you know how many YouTubers would be struggling to survive right now? It's the truth. Hasan being the biggest, most unlikable douchebag on planet Earth and being the most protected, the most artificial streamer of all time, has been putting food on plates for generations. So Hasan Piker, I hope that—
Oh yeah, he's being protected because like he supports Hamas and Hamas is like terrorist organization and like Twitch doesn't even do anything about that. Like they don't care that fucking Hasan is a terrorist. So like what are we doing, bro?
You never stop making content, man. I do. I just want to see you banned off of YouTube and banned off of Twitch. That way you have to go to a real platform.
I mean, they're not gonna do that, so...
And struggle to make content when you finally realize that the only reason that you actually get viewers is because Twitch puts you on the homepage and non-stop, sings you happy birthday, and Dan Clancy gives you preferred access into the algorithm. And we can tell that by your YouTube numbers as well because they're completely abysmal. Despite being the #1 left-wing content creator on Twitch, you barely struggle to get more Pegasus numbers on YouTube, which is very impressive to me.
struggles to get more Pegasus numbers.
But yeah, I mean, if Hasan retires, what the fuck is Pegasus gonna do here?
And I literally was like, I think I
Probably move to you or something. I don't know.
probably should just quit streaming.
Facts.
I should go back to college. I should, you know, pursue a PhD. Maybe I'll become like a college professor or something.
A college professor, yes. He's gonna be teaching how to be a massive 101. That's the only quote that I saw, which, by the way, top comment. What's he gonna teach how to be a massive 101? I thought it was hilarious. It was great. It was great. Imagine being taught a class by Hasan. Like, what is he gonna learn? Here's how
Nothing, bro. What is he gonna say? Like how to be a man?
you do a wellness
How to like teach you trans norms? Probably. What?
check on your ex-girlfriend. Here's how you support terrorism. Here's how you bomb. Here's how you suicide bomb more effectively.
Here's how to be a PDF.
Wow. What a great course, because he's so knowledgeable. He's so knowledgeable. Very impressive. And also,
Yeah,
I'd like to remind you,
for
Hasan
sure, bro.
Piker still believes in college in 2026. That's very impressive. That is. That is. Saying college is a good thing in 2026, man, wow. Impressive.
Because it was
I mean, do you learn like trades in college? Like, do you learn blue collar? Cause I think college is only good if you learn like engineering, but I don't know if you learn engineering in a college or uni. So
much every day, day in, day out. People were just like, you're a terrorist, you're a terrorist.
No. What they
because
were
you
saying
are,
was,
bro. Just ask
you are
Croc,
a
bro. Ask Croc. Even Croc would say you are.
terrorist supporter.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious. Will Grok finally
someone
not
have
get
to fact
psyoped by
check.
Hasan's community? Does Hasan support terrorism?
Let's see, bro. Is Hasan gonna save his looks, save his name, or no?
Let's see what Grok will say. Let's see if his community has also. Oh no, here we go. Great. Man, when even Grok doesn't have
Yes, Hasan Biker has repeatedly supported terrorist organizations.
your back,
Probably,
that's
bro.
insane. Yes, Hasan Piker has repeatedly expressed support for or justified actions by designated terrorist organizations and terrorist attacks, framing them
Crazy,
as
bro.
legitimate resistance. Hasan, you are called a terrorist supporter because you support
Because you are a terrorist, right?
terrorists.
I mean, didn't Hasan literally say that he wishes Charlie Kirk to die, and what happened? Charlie Kirk died because he got assassinated. Like what?
Don't know what else
For sure, he has to be one.
to
Bro.
tell you, buddy. Okay, big guy, we're gonna have to figure this out. We really
Yeah, we have to figure this out, bro.
are.
You're a terrorist. No allies. No one in the space. None of my Twitch streamer friends were, or none of the content creators in the space wanted to touch the issue of Israel with a 10-foot pole because they were so worried about being attacked. They saw the way that like
Dude, Hasan has made hating Israel so cringe because all the large content creators are currently pushing that right now. It's very in with the Zoomers, the Instagram crowd. And it's lame because when Nick Fuentes does it, it's cool. When Hasan does it, he sounds like a you know? And he's only saying this because he wants to farm the anti-Israel crowd. Hasan
Wait,
will
for real? That's crazy, bro.
quite literally say and or do anything to farm more viewers. He has no morals whatsoever.
mercilessly people were like ripping into me, calling me a terrorist, even doing like unrestrained amounts, unbelievable amounts of
Yeah, because for a reason, bro. No one is gonna call you something that you're not for no reason, bro. Unless if you have done something really fucking bad, then maybe. But like, if you haven't done anything bad, then no. But because you have done something bad, of course they're gonna call you like a terrorist because you actually are one. What? Like, bro, no one is gonna cancel you for no reason, bro.
unrestrained Islamophobia.
Unless if you literally got hate trained or did something very fucking bad, bro.
Hasan, they are saying you support terrorists because you said that you think what Hamas is doing is a good thing. That is why they call you a
Yep.
terrorist supporter. Remind
Exactly.
you again. You got this, man.
I mean, it's the same now too with mainstream media. But
Oh, for sure he can explain himself, bro. For sure he can explain. He can say like, "Oh, well, I didn't actually mean this, bro." Like, bro, it was out of context, bro.
it doesn't matter anymore because the public is on my side. It doesn't matter. But at that point, this is January 30th, 2024. There wasn't a lot of people who were like,
Just like he's oh, I actually didn't shock my dog, bro. The color was actually a vibrating color. It didn't shock him. It just vibrated. Like, bro, what the?
yeah, Israel kind of sucks. Everyone was like beginning to learn
No
about
one
how
is
much
gonna
Israel sucked,
bite into that.
but they were not
bait.
there yet, right? And you know, my community had
There were many content creators already talking about this. For example, Nick Fuentes,
Yep.
which Hasan heavily bases every action that he does on that individual because he's horrendously and
On Nick
very
Fuentes?
ugly jealous of who Nick Fuentes is, a content creator who has had every barrier put in front of him, and yet he still manages to absolutely crush on every single platform, even if he's blacklisted from it. So Hasan heavily tries to mirror what Nick Fuentes is doing while posing himself as a good guy. And I think that's the reason why Hasan is respected by nobody, but Nick Fuentes at least has a community of groypers, because Nick Fuentes will just say whatever the fuck he wants to say. He doesn't give a fuck about looking like a good guy. The problem with Hasan is everything he does is for optics, and he can't even stand being looked at like someone who's done any wrong whatsoever, while being the majority perpetrator of the things that are currently wrong with the platform. And to be honest, the overarching world. And people would rather watch the devil they know versus the devil they don't know, because Hasan, when you spend your entire life being a fake ass, people will smell a mile away once they wisen up, and people are wisening up.
Been severed almost in half, you know, a third left, went from like 30,000 to barely cracking. We were like sub 20K on a day-to-day basis. So many content creators were just eating so good off of like every other week there would be another incident, another.
Let's double check.
For a reason, bro.
Let's
for
check
a reason.
When people talk about numbers, I love fact checking them.
Okay, yeah, it's most likely it's gonna lie or something.
So this was January 30th, 2024.
Okay.
Let's go look.
Is he gonna lie or no? Was that a lie?
So we averaged
Yeah,
20,000, 20,600, 21,000.
But that is not barely, bro. That is not like, oh, I'm barely getting 20,000, bro. Like, no.
36,000. Max viewers, 34. Max viewers, 38. Max viewers, 46.
Crazy,
max viewers, 37. Max viewers, 126,000. Max viewers, 135,000. Max viewers, 85. You can't say you were barely cracking 20K when you were averaging 20K, as well as having certain streams make 64K, 85K, 130,000. Hasan, the information on the internet is publicly available data. And when you so blatantly insult your audience and you don't get called out for it, you shouldn't be happy that you got away with your lies. You should be very worried that your audience is prone to believe absolutely anything. And understand one day that same aloofness, that same delusion will one day turn back against you. And that will inevitably lead to your own self-destruction. One day. That will be your own downfall, would be this community of retards that you yourself have built, that you take comfort in. They will not question a single thing that you are saying, even though they can go on the internet and immediately fact check what you're saying. They won't do it. One day that will be held against you.
Horrifying atrocity that I was trying to shine a light to, and anytime I spoke out on it, people would just do video after video after video with like millions of views, being like, he's a terrorist. Look at how much of a terrorist he is, primarily in the West. And I was like,
so what about it?
These people are sacrificing their lives.
Why does Hasan get so offended by being called a terrorist that he brings legitimate terrorists onto his stream and says,
Yeah, bro, he supports Hamas, bro. Like, what do you expect? Are you saying that Hamas is not a terrorist organization or what?
terrorists are based?
Oh my god, bro, it's you guys are misunderstanding this, bro.
Like, I don't know if you're trying to play the Muslim card right now. I don't know if that's what you're doing.
Offload.
But why are you so offended by that? It's kind of like all these women who say how beautiful transgender people are, and then you say, "Wow, you guys look the same. Oh my God, you guys look so similar." And then these women get so upset when you compare them to a transgender woman. And you want to know why that is? Because you don't believe your own lie. You don't.
Oh, deep.
And I think that's the thing that makes Hasan so compelling, is that it's like the most obvious lie ever being told in the world is that Hasan Piker is very clearly a terror supporter. Does it all the time. Will tell you Hezbollah is based. And then he'll go live and cry on stream for 5 minutes at a time, multiple times a day, about how much of a victim he is for being called a terrorist while blatantly saying, I love terrorism, it's the best. And we need more of it. It's insane.
It's nothing. Like, you know, feeling and being called a terrorist every day is nothing. People leaving and misunderstanding what I am trying to explain to people is inconsequential in the grand scheme of things, right? I have unbelievable privilege. I can just like push through it. So I'm not, you know, presenting myself as a victim at all. I'm just saying.
Surely, bro.
I'm not a victim. All these people are really mean to me. All these people are really freaking mean. And I thought I was going to quit. I thought maybe I'll go to college. Maybe I'll do a PhD because I'm so tired of these people being mean. Well, but I'm not trying to make myself seem like a victim, guys. Oh, okay. Then what were we doing?
Yeah, crazy contradiction, bro. Just took you only like 3 minutes to change your mind, bro. Crazy.
Oh, they call me a mean terrorist. That's terrible. Anyways, I think terrorism is based. Okay. Listen, man, the only victim that I'm looking at right now is Kaya.
Mentally, I was there. I remember I was so close. I was like, I hate all this shit. I have no friends in this industry. I have no
matter what, bro. You still don't, son. The reality is that if you lose relevance even 30%.
Actually, good. Actually, it's a good thing that he doesn't have any friends. I mean, he probably has, but like, I don't know, bro. It's probably only because of fame for like transsexual relationship, you know?
All of these people will turn on you if they believe it will be a net positive for them in your career. None of these people like you. None of these people support you. And they will turn against you the moment it is career advisable. And that is the God's honest truth.
Crazy, bro.
And one day you will feel the exact pain that you've inflicted on every other person you've ever gone after. And you will feel it worse. Because the atrocities that you've committed are far worse than the atrocities you pretend other people have.
That he went after, like, how?
And man, as a day one, I can't wait to see that happen. And I'm very patient, but I'm in no rush. Well, give me more YouTube videos. It'll be awesome. What is Maya doing with this terror supporter? Guys, I'm going to blow your mind. Some people do whatever is advisable for optics. I'm going to blow your mind.
One that will stand by me. All of these other people are like saying I'm Osama bin Laden. They're playing games comparing me to Osama bin Laden. Like some of the top content creators were doing that, and not a single one of...
I find it crazy how you get insulted by being called Osama bin Laden, but you mock Charlie Kirk, who got assassinated by being shot in the neck. So let me get this right.
Really?
It's crossing the line.
He made fun of someone that died, the fuck?
But it's okay for you to, and by the way, fun fact, Hasan in the past has actively wished for the death of Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, that is true. That is true,
and
bro.
mocked him after he was assassinated. As well as you gave instructions to kill a senator of the United States.
Really?
So I really need to understand.
Did he actually do that?
You doing all of that is fine
Wait,
and morally advisable. Yet someone saying,
wait, that's bad.
Hasan Osama bin Laden Epstein baby oil piker is crossing the line. Also, shout outs to me. He's talking about me, by the way.
Of the people I know, the people I've like, you know, grown up with in this dark corner of the internet.
Like who, bro?
Not a single
Dark corner of the internet. You mean the politics that are pushed publicly on
Crazy, bro. The crazy dark corner, bro.
Twitch in the most mainstream fashion? Yeah, I know, man. I would love to know how being the left is how you get isolated. I would love for you to link me articles of people losing their job for not supporting ICE or promoting transgenderism. And I'll send you 10,000 times more of
Crazy.
people saying, I don't believe in transgenderism and ICE is a good thing.
Wait, is Hasan Barker like pro-trans or?
I would love to see all this information that you have of how preaching leftist political agendas is not career or morally advisable for the, or sorry, politically advisable or financially advisable. And I will show you 10,000 examples of the exact inverse. However, he doesn't want to talk about that.
one of them was like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. That's kind of fucked up. Why are you doing that? That's a little racist, don't you think? Not even a little bit, right? And then I did this, and we did the stream, and a lot of people tuned in, and you know, we fundraised, what, 30 grand in the entire 2-hour stream or like hour-long stream.
Wow, bro. You raised 30 grand. If that's so impressive, you son, why don't you just donate that? You probably make that every day. Because that's how much money you make by shilling leftist political agendas. And you know that. That's why you have a $3.4 million mansion in LA. In LA. Let's just relax here, big guy.
And, you know, that's when I was reminded that we do actually have an incredible impact, that like we are capable of making, you know, changes, albeit marginal. That was my thread of hope. A thread of hope that we can weave together.
You're such a
liar.
It's like he's reading all the script. Okay, I really need some good PR right now. Who do I need to dick suck? Okay, Maya, here we go. Dude, this is the most God, I need good PR right now statement I've ever heard.
Making, you know, changes, albeit marginal. That was my thread of hope. A thread of hope that we can weave together.
The thread of hope. The thread of hope.
For a better future.
Okay, bro.
Oh my God, he's...
Oh, this guy, bro. Actually, the Glaze has to stop, bro. He's trying to do anything for like good looks, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, full of... Okay, a thread of hope that we can weave for a better future. Yeah, bro. Real authentic. Real
insane.
Organic. Let's hear that thing.
Yeah, I guess that's it, though. If you guys like the video, drop a like, drop a sub, and join my Discord. And I don't know, comment down below. What do you guys think about this Hasan quitting streaming, bro? I hope he does, but he's probably not gonna do it, because I don't know. But yeah, guys, that's it. So if you liked the video, watch my next video, bro. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and bye.